and welcome to another fun-filled half hour of great country music on the Wilburn Brothers Show with Loretta Lynn, Harold Morison, our special guest, Sarah and Maybelle, the original Carter family. And now, here is America's #1 female country singer, Miss Loretta Lynn.
Well, on a Friday night, you draw your pay and you take into town. You leave me at home just to lose my mind while you're out messing around. Well, it's 4 in the morning and you're staggering in, and you sure look a mess, with a smile on your face and outstretched arms and a bargain basement dress. I wouldn't wear that dress to a dog fight if the fight was free, and a bargain basement dress ain't enough to get your arms around me. Well, you say when a man works hard all week, he deserves to play or rest. Well, honey, that ain't right, so get out of my sight with that bargain basement dress. I wouldn't wear that dress to a dog fight if the fight was free, and a bargain basement dress ain't enough to get your arms around me. Well, I took all I'm gonna take, and I'm leaving you the rest. Tell you what I'll do, I'll just leave you that bargain basement dress. Tell you what I'll do, I'll just leave you that old bargain basement dress.
That's mighty fine, Loretta. Thank you so much. Off to a good start with Loretta Lynn doing the bargain basement dress. And it's sort of a special occasion on the Wilburn Brothers Show this week because we have the original Carter family, Mother Maybelle and Sarah, with us, and listened to many of their records years and years ago, and it's wonderful having them with us. We know that you're going to enjoy them. And we'll be with them. I believe Doyle has something else before that, though. I don't know what.
I was wondering who that little old short fat girl is up playing on the porch.
Oh, that was that little short man's little short fat girl. That you. It was your girl. That's Sharon.
Oh, that's sure. Oh, okay. Let's get Harold Morison out here for a fine song.
Another little short, fat fellow approaching. How you doing, Ho?
I'm fine, Mr. Morison.
Oh, I seen the wildest thing yesterday.
What'd you see?
I was driving along the road home, you know, and I was following a guy in a car. He was going, he was whipping right along there, you know, at a pretty good pace. And all of a sudden, he went off the right shoulder, turned over 3 times, come back up on the road, and went off on the right shoulder and turned over 2 times, popped back up on the road on its wheels. And by the time I got stopped, this feller had got out, you know, dusting himself off, and I jumped out and run up there. I said, "Are you hurt?" He said, "I ain't hurt." I got up close and I said, "You drunk?" He said, "You're dang right I'm drunk. You don't think I'm a stunt driver, do you?" Yahoo! Mountain Dew. They call it that Mountain Dew. And them that refuse our view. I'll shut up my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Down the road here from me, there's an old holler tree where you lay down $1 or 2. You go around the bend, then you come back again for a jug of that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they call it that good old Mountain Dew, Dew, and them that refuse it are few. I'll shut up my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Preacher rode by with his head high, stood high, said his grandma was down with the flu. He said he thought that we ought for to give her about a quart of that good old Mountain Dew. Lord, they call it that good old Mountain Dew. And then that refuse it our view. I'll shut up my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. About
Mighty fine, Harold. Good old Mountain Dew. You got a little dance there, I see. You've entered a dance in your act with two dancers. There's no telling what's going to happen a little later, so don't go away. Sharon, when I was a little boy about your size and Teddy, Mom and Dad Wilburn used to order records by the Carter family from a mail order house. We had stacks of them. And the house burned and burned all the records up. And this is about the only way that we can really get an authentic sample of what the original Carter family sounded like. They're our special guest this week on the Wilburn Brothers Show. I'd like for you to join me and make welcome Sarah and Maybelle Carter.
Away by the river so clear, the ladies were winding their way, and Pharaoh's little daughter stepped down in the water to bathe in the cool of the day. Before it was dark, she opened the ark and found the sweet infant was there. Before it was dark, she opened the ark and found the sweet infant was there. And away by the river so clear, the infant was lonely and sad. She took him in pity and thought him so pretty, and it made little Moses so glad. She called him her own, her beautiful son, and sent for a nurse that was near. She called him her own, her beautiful son, and sent for a nurse that was near. By the water so blue, they carried the beautiful child to its own tender mother, its sister and brother. Little Moses looked happy and smiled. His mother so good did all that she could to rear him and teach him with care. His mother so good done all that she could to rear him and teach him with care. And away by the sea that was red, little Moses, the servant of God, while in him confided, the sea was divided as upward he lifted his rod. The Jews saved the cross while Pharaoh's host was drowned in the waters and lost. The Jews saved the cross while Pharaoh's host was drowned in the waters and lost.
Just to be where you are, that's enough for me. Just to be where you are, that's happiness for me. Any place, anywhere, I'll be happy if you're there. That's my heart's desire, just to be where you are. I may never see fortune smile for me, or behold my name in marble halls of fame. But if in your heart
I'm satisfied. I found my place in the sun, just to be where you are. That's enough for me, just to be where you are. That's happiness for me. Any place, anywhere, I'll be happy if you're there. That's my heart's desire, just to be where you are.
Thank you.
You want me to prove my love for you. I'm surprised at the way you're asking me to. You've known me so long, I can't understand what kind of a girl do you think I am? What kind of a girl do you want for a wife? Do you want a girl who knows that much about life? Well, if that's what you want, take me out of your plans. What kind of a girl do you think I am? What kind of a girl would do the things you're asking me to without wedding rings? Is it what you must do to prove you're a man? What kind of a girl do you think I am? What kind of a girl
You know, things have really changed a lot in these modern days. And as moms and daddies grow old, it seems like they kind of get in the way. They raise a big family, then they're left alone, sent off somewhere to live in an old folks' home. Oh, they'd like to be with their children, but they don't want to impose. For you might have to wash out some of their faded old clothes. Yes, they've nursed you and they raised you until you were grown. But that's the thanks they get for all of this. A place in an old folks' home. Do you remember the many nights they sat beside your bed and Mom would place a cool cloth to your hot, feverish head? And she'd say, "Now don't you worry. It'll be all right, dear. For your mama and your daddy, we're gonna be sitting right here." While they'd sit there through the long night, and then when daylight came, Mom and Dad would go on with their hard day's work, and you'd never hear them complain. They nursed you because they loved you. Well, you were their very own. And now, I can't understand how you leave them out there, living in an old folks' home. Oh, you have a beautiful place to live in, and you're driving a brand new car. Mom and Dad would sure enjoy those comforts you enjoy living there where you are. Still, you live there in splendor, just like a king on a throne. And they're left somewhere neglected by you, living in an old folks' home. Well, you have a nice room right there at the head of the stairs. And a big, soft bed, and there's no one sleeping there. You have a big yard out back, all full of pretty flowers. Why don't you bring them back from that old folks' home so their last hours will be happy hours? What will happen to your mama and daddy after they have grown old? Mama Maybelle, how does it feel to have Big Sis standing beside you again singing?
Oh, it's wonderful, Noel.
That's real
I'm
good.
just tickled to death that we got to cut another album together.
That
and
is
this is a
tremendous.
tune out of the album.
Sarah, how do you feel with the
Well,
auto
I
heart
feel,
back on your shoulder?
feel
here?
wonderful. And I want to say a hello to everyone out there, and I'm happy to be here again.
That's wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, the original Carter family. Make them welcome back for another song, will you please?
It was on a day when soldiers rode the line to those they loved, to mothers, wives, and sweethearts far away. When a fair-haired boy sat dreaming of a far-off southern town, of a dark-eyed maid who's waiting day by day. While the band is playing Dixie, I'm humming home, sweet home. It takes me back to Georgia, though I'm far across the foam. Once again beside the river, with my Mary dear I roam. While the band is playing Dixie, I'm humming home, sweet home. Be it ever so humble, no place like home. Be it ever so humble, no place like home. a blood-stained little note, a bullet hole that pierced it through and through. It began with, darling Mary, if I don't come back again, just remember that my last thoughts were of you. While the band is playing Dixie, I'm humming Home Sweet Home. It takes me back to Georgia, though I'm far across the foam. Once again beside the river, with my Mary dear I roam. While the band is playing Dixie, I'm humming Home Sweet Home. Be it ever so humble, no place like home. Be it ever so humble, no place like home.
Mama Maybelle and Sarah, I want you to meet your #1 fan, Mama Wilburn. And we want you girls to come back and see us again, will you? Friends, remember our sponsors when you do your shopping this week. You've been wonderful. Bye-bye. Take care. We'll see